Number 7, know your core values and assets and be willing to admit your weaknesses. We all kind of roll through life thinking we know what our strengths are. We know what our assets are. We know what our values are. But do we really? Do we really take the time to sit down and try to think those through? I'm a big believer that we ought to every now and then sit down and reevaluate and ask ourselves, what are my core values? What am I basing my decisions on? What am I attempting to achieve that's based upon a value structure or a value system that's important to me? And what are my assets? Now, a lot of people will tell you, well, your values don't change. Well, that's not true. Life experience might change your values. Falling in love, the birth of a child, getting sick, the death of a parent. Your way you approach things, the values or the things that you consider to be valuable may change from time to time. So I think it's important from time to time to actually sit down and analyze them. Know your core values and your assets. But we also have to be willing to admit our weaknesses. It makes a real difference in what we're able to achieve. If it's community problem solving or it's leading or it's just raising our kids. If we don't take the time to be willing to admit our weaknesses, we may get ourselves out in water that's too deep. We may not call on somebody that can help us or guide us through something where we're not as strong as we need to be in order to bring about that change or to solve that problem. Know your core values and assets and be willing to admit your weaknesses.